Good morning, everyone, or if you're watching this in the afternoon, evening, or night, good afternoon, evening, or night. This is my review of Odyssey Phase 3. I'm doing this a little bit different today, with a voiceover instead of the actual talking in video, because I can focus a lot better. So, as I get into my ship here, I'm going to launch soon, and I'm going to head over to an artificial... No, I don't head over to an artificial structure. I head over to some irregular markers. Sorry, I'm... just woke up recently. Now, the Phase 3... Or actually, Phase 2 had an update for a graphics overhaul, making everything look a lot better. And here I'm on an atmospheric planet that's actually a moon that is approximately the same size as the planet that it orbits around, but less mass, so it is a moon. It looks really cool, but I believe it didn't have anything. And here I start a frameshift drive, just in order to, you know, get somewhere. The atmospheres are looking really good, but I think that people are complaining about it only being pink and white. But the graphics aren't fully loaded yet, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. There should be some blue, red, all that. I have found a brown atmosphere, so they do simulate dust as well. Now, I think that even if it was just a pink and white atmosphere, it still looks so good. Like, just the fact that you're able to land on an atmospheric planet is really cool, in my opinion. Now, this was a 40-minute recording, and I was able to narrow it down to 8 minutes 43 seconds, so, or 18 minutes 43 seconds. Probably made you check the time on that one. So yay me, I'm learning editing a lot better. I'm learning it as I go, so yeah, hopefully I get to do it a little bit better and better. Now this is off topic, but as I land here, I really recommend a cryptocurrency that's coming up. It's called Dogecoin. I would wait for it to go back down, because right now it's at 31 cents, which is the highest it's ever been. So I would really recommend waiting for it to go back down below 10, because it usually does go back down below 10. But if it doesn't, you should buy in. I think it's definitely going to be a successful crypto. I've already gotten $350 from it. I bought it at 6 cents in February. So it's a good investment, I think. Alright, now we're entering Glide here, and this is when you enter the atmosphere. I really wish that there was a burn atmosphere, or a burn animation when you enter the atmosphere. I think that would be so cool. I haven't played Star Citizen, but I believe that it has a burn animation, because an atmosphere will make your ship have a little bit of a fire on it, because it's has a lot of drag when you're entering quickly. Or maybe you're just slowing down enough, I don't know. So here are the irregular markers. There are a few skimmers here. So I got a bounty voucher for them. I come out around here. And this is a pinkish atmosphere. Bluish, pinkish, I can't really tell, I'm color blind. Which sucks, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good alignment. This game's... I use a HOTAS for this game, and it's complicated. It's a complicated game if you don't have a HOTAS. You gotta use the entire keyboard. So luckily my HOTAS has... It's a Thrustmaster T16000M. I really recommend it if you play this game. I would get one used on eBay, so that way you have more of a deal on it because I think it's fine if it's used. Now, if you didn't see my Phase 1 review, this is the scanner. This is to scan bounties and such. And because these are skimmers, a laser actually works better, I believe. I'm not sure though, so I just started using the laser. I just like it better. It's automatic. It's all that. I did turn on my shields. I didn't think I needed it. It brought my health down a little bit, but that revalues to go back in your ship, which I had to do to get the Artemis suit. Which I'm not sure if FDev purposely did this, but there is a Artemis mission going to the moon this year, next year, all the way up to like 2028, I think, called the Artemis mission. So that's really interesting, and I thought that was worth sharing. So here I enter my ship again, and I get the Artemis suit with my health halfway down, and I instantly get that back up. The only thing is with the HOTAS is that you need to get the HOTAS every time you re-enter your ship.
Low temperature detected.
Now, here I wanted to test the jump capacity of the Artemis suit, and it is so high. Now, this this planet has a 0.27 G, I believe. And this jetpack is the most out of the 3 suits that we've gotten so far. I don't know if they're going to add more or not. But it does have the most, and in my opinion, that's great. And I thought it was only going to be able to have a secondary weapon, but it also has a primary weapon. So, in my opinion, I think this is the best suit. Just because you can do really everything in it. Now, here I sped this up to 500% because I had no clue how to use this thing. They don't tell you anything. That's the thing with Elite Dangerous. You have to figure it out on your own. I thought that circle was just for, you know, decoration. It wasn't. So here I was thinking it was going to be like a surface scanner. And you had to hold down the right mouse button in order to turn it on, which is why it's spinning there. And then hold it, and then you want to click the left mouse button in order to scan it, but that's not what it was. When in fact, you had to do... Hold on. This. This is when I realized, 3 minutes later, that... Oh, look! When that circle lines up, I need to click it. And then I did it. And I felt so dumb. And that's why you saw my head move around a bunch. I moved my mouse, I was so happy. And then I realized, insufficient genetic diversity. I'm like, what? So then I had to move, like, I don't know, 250 meters, half a kilometer, in order to get genetic diversity, which is when, basically it's a separate patch. I guess there is a generation system that has it so that there's separate patches here and there. So I needed to go to another patch, which is way over there, and you see me aim my gun at it. I think this is good enough. No, it's not good enough. I still gotta go further. So I continue walking, and I cut here, so that way you guys don't need to watch that. Or not here exactly, but there, yeah. I looked at this moon. I just think it looks so cool. It almost is like the Odyssey trailer, where you're orbiting a gas giant. And I found that really cool. I don't know about anybody else. I just really like the look of Odyssey. There's just so much more potential to it. So now I'm able to sample again. And I do this one generally quickly, if I remember correctly. Because now I know how to do it and what to do. So once you really know how to do it, it's generally easy. It's kind of like I thought that you had to click on the sound. No, it gives you a visual clue as well. Which I was really happy about. There was a lot of these here as well. There was like a square, like 5 kilometers of this. I also found this is why we're in an alpha. I found this generation bug. Which, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I didn't need to move this too far for this one because there was a separate patch just over here. So that's why I think that there is separate patches, because I didn't have to move nearly as far for the next patch, because now this is even less diverse. However, it's a different patch, and you see that red line. There is fall damage in Odyssey. I've just not been on enough high G worlds to realize it. So there is fall damage if you go too high up. I want you guys to bear that in mind if you play this when it comes out, or even during the beta. So here I do it again. I have a little bit more trouble because I'm getting a little bit cocky, and I fail miserably. But I managed to do it eventually. There. And now I can take out this little canister, take the data, and put it back in. I don't know what they do. I guess it like goes into the suit or something. But I found that animation pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So now I recall my ship, so that way I can, you know, get to it. And it dropped out of hyperspace, which I haven't really seen before. I don't know if it used to do that. But I just thought that was pretty cool. I sped this up to 500%, so that way you didn't need to watch everything. But, you know, I had to walk about half a kilometer or so. And I stopped it here because there was condensation on my spacesuit. And when I came back as well, there was also more on the sides, which I found pretty interesting. Now here I had to get my HOTAS, which is why there's a little bit of a pause here. I had to grab my HOTAS from my floor, and I had to move my keyboard back and my HOTAS on my main area, so that way I could, you know, manage to fly my ship. Otherwise I would be stuck on the ground. I could make mouse controls only, but I really like the HOTAS, and it is a lot more immersing. So here I go. And this is actually a red dwarf that this orbits, but it looks like a lot brighter of a star. So I found it pretty cool. I was originally going to go to this artificial structure, and then I realized that's a POI that's always been in the game, and so I didn't really want to waste time with it. Now I'm going to take this time to talk about Dogecoin. This is a cryptocurrency that is originally made to make fun of crypto, really. But then something happened, and now it's 40 cents up. In fact, here, let me see. I can grab my phone here. It's like on my bed. My office is also my bedroom. And I can go to my investing app. And it is currently at 0.38823. So currently, I am making $417 off of this crypto, and I only bought about $100 worth, and I took out $20. About when I was making 78, I took out 20, so that way I could invest it again when it went back down to 6. It didn't go back down to 6, so now I hate myself. So this is a new jump animation. And I also wanted to look at the planet, but it didn't give me enough time. So here's the new jump animation. I really like that jump animation. I found it really cool. And then I found out that there was no landable atmospheric planets here, and I really just wanted to show off the atmospheric planets. I skip over one of the planets that I did find. It was no plant life. So I go to this this station, and I'm like, I know this was in Horizons, but it was so close to its planet. It was almost in the exclusion zone, I think, because it was just either that's a huge gas giant, or that is really close. And I found that pretty cool, really. I used Super Cruise Assist because I'm this tired. I just didn't want to really fly it. I had to do something else. And it's really good when you're going way too fast, and then you just turn it on, and you move your throttle to the blue zone right before it drops you out, and then boom. You sometimes go through the station though, so if you don't want to get a heart attack, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Oh, 6:30. Yippee. I'm gonna get copyrighted now, guaranteed. Gonna get copyrighted for 5 seconds of my alarm. Finally find the mail slot. And I really noticed the scale of this. Like, they look huge in your ship, but then in person, the little area that they give you, that's only the size of a small landing pad, or so. It's a little bit more. And I just found that really cool to think about. So here I'm gonna go to the area where you sell your plant life. I got an extra 20,000 credits because I was the first one to find that kind of plant life. I'm sure there was other plant life on that planet. I just didn't find it. Also, this is the best landing I've done on Elite Dangerous, and I'm so glad that I caught it on camera. It was just the best touchdown I've ever done. So now I click disembark. I spam it until it lets me. And then I'm going to cut this part out just so that you guys don't need to wait for it. Also, they fixed the elevators just being a teleportation pad. Now they're more like elevators. You can tell they're a teleportation pad because the lighting changes. Hopefully they'll fix that. I'm not sure. But there's a little bit more time in the elevators now. I also like that they're listening to the same 50s elevator music in 3307. I found that pretty funny. So here is Vista Geonomics. I think this guy was kind of rude. There's some people who are nicer, some people who are less nice. This person was definitely less nice. So here we go. I'm going to sell my page, and there we go. I'm also going to show some images that I took screenshots of that I found really cool, that they were really fern-like. This was before Phase 3, though, so I wasn't able to like get anything out of them. Now here's the T6 size just to end the video. It's just so big. Like, look at that. It's one of the smaller medium-sized ships, but it is so tall. It may not be long, but it is tall. It's about the size of the Cobra, though, I believe. I actually did already sell this. I just wanted to show this off, and that cost me 2,000 credit or 200,000 credits, because when you buy it and then sell it again, you lose credits on it. But I didn't know that. Oh well, who cares? I can just do a couple missions and I'll get that back. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll leave you guys with the rest of this, showing the scale of this massive thing, and it's not even the biggest ship. It's a small, medium ship.